Here we're going to look at what it looks like from the teacher's point of view once the students have completed their task and they've submitted their work back to the teacher. So here I am back in my dashboard and I'm on the classes page here. You can see Stuart's demo class and we can see a number of activities that have been completed. These are the ones here 5 hours ago, 2 hours ago. That's what I've been playing around making this recording, making this course. The one that I've just done in the previous video is this one 28 minutes ago. So let's click on that and you will see that that's me and this is what I've produced. So if I click here, I'm now as a teacher, I can see that feedback. So the feedback's good. It's given me 2 out of 4 and it's incorrect. Again, those time points along the video referring to where the feedback is given. So from a teacher's point of view, I could stick with this feedback, or if I wanted to, I could edit it up. So if we click on that, you can see that you can go in and you can edit any of these areas, which is really useful as well. So you can bespoke the feedback, you can focus on particular things if AI hasn't picked it up either. If it's made a mistake and you perhaps want to give it maybe a higher mark or a lower mark, you could do that. You could also change that to correct as well. So you can still change the feedback that AI has produced for you. If I'm happy with that, I will publish to the student there. Now the other thing as well that you can do is you can type a comment on this response as well. So you can put a bespoke piece of information here that you want to particularly respond back to the student with. And something else that I absolutely love is that you can create a video as well. This will only be visible to the student, or you could make it public, but you probably want to keep it private. So if I do this, I could add something else to it, or I could say give my own feedback. For example, let's pick up this one here. Actually, I'm going to pick up the... Okay, so that's not a bad effort, and thank you for making the labelings, but you've got to make sure that you get your chambers correct. So your right atrium and right ventricle there are mixed up, and also have a little think about that. The atrium on the left hand side isn't correct as well. The other thing as well I think you've seen is that the bicuspid and tricuspid valves are the wrong way round, so you've got to make sure to remember those. Don't forget your other valves as well, and the pathway of blood. Talk about whether it's oxygenated or deoxygenated when it comes in through the heart. So I finished that, and then I can attach that video. Let me do that now. And then when I'm ready to, I can send that. So if I send it, that is now sent back to the student and they will see this when they go and access it. Let's just play it through. Okay, so that's not a bad effort, and thank you for making the labelings, but you've got to make sure. So just to finish here, I think it's really brilliant that you've got the AI that can produce so much of the work for us. Talk about AI doing the heavy lifting. This is brilliant, isn't it? Because it's giving some really, really good, focused, personalized feedback, and I think that's the key purpose with Snorkl. The personalized feedback is absolutely amazing, but you can also go in and you can change it. You can focus it more to what you want to, specifically to those individuals. You can give some more written responses there, and you can provide that video feedback as well if you wanted to. So that there is what you can do with Snorkl. I think it's an amazingly powerful tool. I would encourage you to have a go at it, and please let me know how you get on.